Under life and freedom, every step is grand. We just merry bandits, terror of the land. We just merry bandits, terror of the land. The circus, the juggler slipped the sack. And now we finally got it, and we're bringing Abby back.
A Juggler's Tale is a side-scrolling narrative platformer in the vein of Limbo and Little Nightmares. Although the attitude is much more fairy tale than existential horror, the gameplay is very similar. You'll be pushing boxes, flipping switches, and throwing rocks as you make your way across a picturesque countryside. If it weren't for some tedious puzzles and vague signposting, A Juggler's Tale would have completely won me over with its charm and beauty.
Together, dear Abby, you can move mountains.
You play as Abby, who is a circus performer, juggler, and prisoner of a cruel circus master. In a harrowing escape attempt aided by your bear pal Urs, you break out of your cage and flee your life of captivity. The odd catch here is that you, and everyone else, are marionette puppets, limbs dangling from the sky on strings, and a rhyming voice narrating your every move, almost as if he's retelling a story.
Perhaps a deficiency of the intellect? Apparently Urs found Abby's cage to be smaller than his own. Well done, Urs. Though, now she's alone. Quick now, Abby, run away. Don't look back. It's the start of a new day. If worse comes to worse, you can count on me.
In truth, the narrator is the one in charge, setting the scenes, creating the conflicts, and telling the story. You're just another one of his puppets. The marionette angle plays into many of the puzzles you must overcome. Your strings will get caught on objects that you must move in order to pass. It's a clever diegetic mechanic that lasts for the first third of the game. The rest sees you being pursued by bounty hunters in a stealthy game of cat and mouse. All the while, the narrator turns from a benevolent overseer into an angry antagonist, manipulating the world around you in order to put obstacles in your path.
Pitiful that you let go. What do you hope to achieve with your squirming? Let go. Behave yourself. The circus
In all honesty, many of the more complex puzzles required a bit too much trial and error for my taste. Enemy cones of vision and some stealth sequences were questionable, resulting in some slow-moving puzzles needing to be repeated over and over. To add insult to injury, many of these fail states were followed up by the same lines being repeated over and over by the narrator. For a game so short and simple, it sure did push a lot of my buttons. And as good as the narrator was, I only really needed to hear his lines once. And the final sequence of encounters was an exceptional head-scratcher, one that kinda sucked the excitement out of the story.
Next time, watch out for the light. Ah, Abby thinks she's safe, floating like a leaf. But there's more to worry about than a barbarian thief.
On the other hand, A Juggler's Tale is a lovely game to look at and listen to. The art, narration, and storytelling are all top-notch. It's unfortunate then that you are often distracted from that beauty by some questionable puzzle designs and mechanics. Ultimately, I think the charm does outweigh the blemishes, but just by an inch.
Otherwise, you will certainly be dragged into the deep.
I was satisfied with how A Juggler's Tale wrapped up, and believe it tells a compelling and family-friendly story. But just like little Abby, don't expect to be cut loose into this world without stumbling a little along the way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to see more. Check out voxelvoice.com for all of our great content, and consider supporting us on Patreon to keep our content ad-free and independent.